Welcome back to Akron Summits Franchise. We have made it to the final week of season number 1 here in Summits Franchise, and regardless of how this final game against the LA Chargers plays out, we are going to in fact finish the season over 500. I would consider that a monster W, because if you would have told me way back in week 1 that we would be playing some meaningful football here in January, I probably would have told you to go seek some professional help. But here we are. May still be a path to the playoffs. Keyword is may. I don't know who holds all the tiebreakers. All I know is we are 9-7 and we sit at the 10th seed. But with a loss today, the Chiefs, the Jets, and the Steelers would all be 10-7 as well. So a slim chance, slim path to the playoffs, I know, but a path nonetheless. And again, this team used to be the Las Vegas Raiders, so I can't even believe that we are even in this position, and regardless of what happens, that makes me feel really good about season number 2 of the franchise. So in today's episode, guys, we have a team meeting strategy session. Don't know what that's all about, but we are sure going to find out. Also going to take a look at all the rookie prospects and my plan for who I would like to draft in what round. A little CJ Smallz mock draft, if you will. And then, of course, we also have to game plan to take on our division rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Played them all the way back in week 1, and I believe it was week 1, and we lost. So if nothing else, maybe we could play spoiler to their playoff hopes. We got a lot to get into today. Cue the intro, man. Big week this week. As you know, we're facing the Chargers, and the fans expect a win. Ryan Clark predicted they would win because they have the edge at halfback. The Chargers have a lot of good players. Halfback would not be who I would think would help them win, but I mean, I think if Alexander Madison scores more touchdowns than their halfback, I mean, you got Justin Herbert. Like, why would you think the Chargers would win? And they got like J.K. Dobbins and somebody else as their halfback. But hey, that is what Ryan Clark says, and what Ryan Clark says, that must be gospel, apparently. So we got to try to hopefully have Alexander Madison get more rushing yards than their halfback. Doable, I think, but we'll have to see how it all plays out. Now, as far as the draft goes, we have all of our picks except our 4th round pick coming up into this off-season draft class here. So the ideal path, the ideal outcome is I would definitely like to get Kevin Saunders, the quarterback out of Michigan, in the 1st round. I've talked about him ad nauseum in this franchise, showed him many times. So you guys should know by now that Kevin Saunders looks like he is the real deal. So definitely going to be aggressive as we need to be to get him in round 1. And then my round 2 pick, would love it to be Bart Nobles, the linebacker out of Florida State. He's a run stopper. He's projected to go in the 2nd to 3rd round, but we know that his true talent is a round 1. His traits look amazing as well, so hopefully he just falls naturally to us, and we'll be able to scoop him up in round number 2. 3rd round, I'm probably going to go offensive lineman, and I did spend a lot of time going through pretty much every prospect in the class, even the UDFA guys. And this is who I landed on, as my top, my favorites. But Nathan Graves, better than Jason Gaines. He's projected to go round 2 to 3, so may have to trade up into the 3rd round to get him, especially if we're going after Bart Nobles in the 2nd. But I think Nathan would be worth it. He's 6'6", 343 out of Alabama. He's got B pass block, A run block, B awareness, A impact blocking. And what really sold me the most on old Nathan here, he's got the elite to great strength. We should be able to get his true talent revealed with our focus players in the offseason. And I'm predicting that he's probably going to be around a round 1 or round 2 talent. Now, we could also look at Andy Middleton in the 3rd round. Definitely not going to fall all the way to the 5th. But Andy Middleton, we need a middle linebacker. We got Divine Diablo, who's good. We extended him, obviously. But who knows what he's going to be for the future, and he may need some backup in that Mike linebacker position. So Andy Middleton looks really good here. He's 6'3", 231 out of Tennessee. We don't know too much about him. Not going to be able to get him 100% scouted this season, but we can get him close to it. We know he's got B tackle and B block shedding. Really good athlete. Elite to great strength. Elite to great speed. I love it. Elite to great jumping. I mean, whatever. That should help him get some picks. And great to good agility. His core traits, man, if he's got some good man coverage, some good zone coverage, we know his block shedding is good. We know his play recognition is good. I mean, I could easily see Andy Middleton being like a round 2 talent as well. And then as far as our later rounds go, I got some possible hidden gems here. You know, Larry Sharper, the corner, probably not going to bring back Xavier Howard. I mean, it would take like a monster game today. And in the 3rd round, we're not going to be scouting the next Patrick Surtain, right? Or maybe we could, I guess, but he looks to be decent. A-man coverage, and he's got good to solid speed, which is okay. But elite to great agility, elite to great acceleration. I really like that. His zone coverage isn't good, but we could definitely use a good man coverage corner to take the place of Xavier Howard. And then I had to put this guy on the board, man. We need a fullback because right now we have Mercedes Lewis playing that role. My man's freaking name is Tie-Dye. Tie-Dye. I mean, I'm drafting him on name alone. Like, he's a utility back, which is good. I don't even care if he's good or not. Like, he is getting drafted because my man's name is literally Tie-Dye. And, I mean, that would just make the locker room that much better, having a guy named Tie-Dye in there. Fuck yeah! So I'm sure that he will find a way to be on this team, like in the 6th or 7th round, probably. And what a season our rookie tight end Brock Bowers has had. 86 receptions in this franchise, 1,172 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He needs only 24 yards to break his rookie record that he set in real life with 1,194. So I'm sure he can do that. 24 yards is nothing. And Brock has really emerged as our go-to target. And I'm sure if we draft that Kevin Saunders character out of Michigan, that will be a pretty lethal combination, I would assume. But we are set here. Final game of season number 1. Hope you guys are loving this Akron Summits franchise so far. And if you are, please go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel and help me get to 2,000 subscribers. I will do a NFL jersey giveaway for you guys if we reach that mark. And without further ado, let's get on down to Rubber City Stadium in Akron, Ohio, and get ready for the game. And Akron will get the ball first to start here. I gotta see, there's gotta be some, if you guys know it, let me know. I'm sure it's something easy that I'm just forgetting. It has rained, no joke, like probably the last 7 games that we've played home games. I don't really care, you know. I guess my only gripe is the thumbnails look better when I take screenshots and if it's nice, bright weather. But it just seems weird. There's got to be something that I can finagle with to get this rain to stop. But at any rate, it might be raining, but I hope the passing touchdowns and the passing yards are flowing as well for Gardner Minshew. So we will start out here shotgun with Kareem Hunt to our left. And you know what? We'll just go ahead and check it down to Hunt, who thought that maybe he was going to be able to escape contact and get to the 2nd level. He was not, and he was able to pick up a gain of 5. Kareem, oh, that's right. I got to re-sign Hunt, too. Didn't he? I don't play this series enough. I know I play an SFL series a lot more than this, but I still love the Akron Summits. SFL is just wildly popular right now. But I think, didn't we try to extend Kareem Hunt? That pass was dropped, too, by Trey Tucker. Wow. I think that we tried to extend him, and he turned us down. So we're going to have probably one more shot to get Kareem Hunt. I don't necessarily want Kareem Hunt to be our running back number 1. Got to see who's there in free agency. Probably not looking at the draft as an option for running back. So hopefully someone's there. I mean, Kareem Hunt's an okay option, you know, if not a bridge piece for one more year. But anyways, it's 3rd and 5. Got to focus in on this game here. And we got a wide open Jacoby Myers. There we go. That time I was just sliding because we did drop the previous pass, but a nice catch by Jacoby, who is also having a very strong season. He keeps drive number 1 alive for the Summits. See if we can get the ground game working here with Hunt. I do like this defensive set that they came out in, and no blocking though. We finally are stopped up there by Alex Singleton, and running has been tough. I showed stats. what was it, I think it was 1 or 2 episodes ago, we don't have 1,000 yards combined between our two backs. So definitely that's got to be a big focal point going into season number 2 of the franchise. Let's have Davante Adams run a curl route, but make it a little bit shorter. And probably, we got Trey Tucker there wide open. He thought his momentum was going to carry him forward. He kind of got like confused on which way he wanted to run, I guess. That's going to make it a big-time 3rd and inches. See if Madison can get one hard-fought yard here. You would hope that he could. He did, just barely. All right, so this first drive is going pretty smooth for us here. LA Chargers, 11-5. They actually are better than the Chiefs in this franchise over in the AFC West, which is surprising, especially how well the Chiefs simulate in Madden. Like, they're always amongst the tops. Not in this franchise. The Chargers have that spot, at least as of right now, and, tried to get the outside there. That one was on me. I had it for a minute, tried to cut back inside, and Kareem Hunt only going to pick up 2 on that one. Got the ball on the 34 here, so into Chargers territory, and let's see if Alexander Madison can pick up some positive yards on the screen pass. Got to dump it out quick, and that was pretty good cutback. Tried to follow the blockers. We had big number 70 there, Jackson Powers Johnson, our left guard of the future. Of course, presumably, I would hope that he would be. He was there leading the way. And 3rd and 3, running attack not really working too good. I think we're going to go play action here and just hope that Adams gets open on the crosser. If not, maybe Brock Bowers, but we'll see how it all plays out. I think Adams, that's going to be picked. No, it's not. Adams caught it, and he's in. Okay, that pass looked dangerous there for a second. Thought that it was going to be thrown right into the waiting arms of the DB, but it was accurate enough, and shout out to Gardner Minshew, who is not going to be here next year.
What?
Yeah, look at that, man. I thought for sure that was going to be Asante Samuel. That was going to be a pick for him, or at least a bat down. But Adams makes a great adjustment. I did not expect that to work, but it most certainly did work. So Daniel Carlson gonna put the kick up and through. That one is right down the middle, and we do jump off to a nice 7-point lead over our division foes, the LA Chargers. Let's see what kind of season Jay Herbo is having here. Pretty good. 3,700 yards, 29 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. So over a 2-to-1 ratio, getting up there kind of close to a 3-to-1 ratio. And that 3 is a very special number for Herbert. Why is that? Because all last season, in real life that is, he had 3 interceptions. And then in the playoffs, when it came playoff time, he threw 4. So 3, that number might trigger Jay Herbo a little bit. But regardless, hey, I'm sitting here talking about 3, and the Chargers picked up about 33 yards on that pass. So kind of need to focus in and kind of need to pay attention to what I'm doing. They do got J.K. Dobbins back there. Okay, they also got Gus Edwards on this roster as well. There's Divine Diablo. Great open field tackle, drilling J.K. Dobbins for a loss of 4. And Robert Spillane was in there too. Both of those gents got extended this year, showing us why that was a good idea on that great stop. Chargers behind the sticks now. Let's send a little bit of pressure at Herbert and the boys. And, that one was thrown right into traffic. Trayvon Merrick and Jack Jones were in there waiting to intercept the pass. Did not intercept it, but still got some hands on it. So I will most certainly take that. And now it is a 3rd and 14. Just got to play some really good zone coverage here and get these Chargers off of the field. Tyree Wilson, I'm going to have him drop back and play coverage as well. And the catch is made there by Gus Edwards, but well short of the sticks. So defense, we don't get a lot of first drive stops, I feel like. I really feel like teams almost always score on us on their opening drive of the game. But that time we played great, all set up by the great TFL by Divine Diablo. And now our offense comes out looking to double the scoreboard and go up 14-0 against LA. Got to watch those superstars on the field there. That is Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. So the right and the left side, they got a really good player on both of them. And Alex Madison still not really able to get much going. It was Alex Singleton again, so he makes about his 2nd tackle of the game. Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, both really, really good players. Both kind of aging players who, I'm not going to say they're past their prime, especially Bosa. and especially Matt. I mean, really, either of them. But they're both kind of getting a little old. I'll tell you what, Brock Bowers isn't getting old, but these interceptions are getting old, and that is actually thrown right to Khalil Mack. So not thinking that we would call his name with like a sack or a TFL or a forced fumble. Didn't really think that we were going to call his name on an interception. But Gardner Minshew throws another one, and we had Brock Bowers wide open too. It was just a poorly placed ball. Well, our offense not doing our defense any favors, as that great drive was pretty much wasted, and we almost wasted Justin Herbert in the backfield. Almost got to him, but Joshua Palmer is there to make a nice reception, and that was, I will take credit for that one, okay? Yes, it was a good read at first to Brock Bowers, but I probably waited to throw it a little bit too long, and it ends up being a bad throw, so I guess it wasn't a good throw. That's a nice rush there by Robert Spillane, penetrating the line and holding, couldn't see if it was J.K. Dobbins or Gus Edwards, but regardless, whichever one it was, they did not get any yards on that pickup, so I will definitely take that. And now on 2nd and 10, got to change this coverage around a little bit. Going to have Robert Spillane blitzing in the backfield, and that's going to be a touchdown there by DJ Chark. And we had Marcus Epps there trying to dive on the ball, but we were just there a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I dove. We were already beat at that point, really. We had bad positioning. We had outside shade. Herbert threw it inside, underneath, I should say. So it's not going to be 14-0. It is going to be 7-7, and I got to make sure that I settle in here with Minshew. Maybe I want to rely on the running game more, but it's not really doing anything. So I don't know. Got to settle in and bounce back, shake that INT off. Hopefully we can go down here and produce some points. All right, Mr. Minshew, don't worry about it. Let's bounce back with a nice drive here, please. And, well, I was going to Trey Tucker, but he never got off his route. He got bumped. And Asante Samuel, was he doing the crying? Look, I ain't crying, man. That's rain. That's rain in our eyes, okay? That's not tears. Don't worry about it. Not yet, anyways. Maybe by the end of this game, it will be, but we'll have to see how that goes. 2nd and 10 here. Brock Bowers open on the Texas route, as he usually is. And with one more reception, he may have broken his rookie record in real life as, what did I say? He needed 24 in this game? 29? I think it was 24. So that was about half of what he needs right there. So definitely going to be looking to target Bowers. And I forgot to show the awards again, too. I wanted to highlight if Bowers was going to get Rookie of the Year or not. Madison just needed a little bit more speed to get past Singleton. We'll look at the awards next episode, whether it's the offseason or the playoffs. But you got to figure Bowers is going to be the Rookie of the Year. Come on, one more play before the end of the quarter. I mean, I just don't have anywhere to go. There is no running lanes. And, I mean, the defensive line here for the Chargers, it is good. You know, I already talked about Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, but there's other pieces there as well. Carl Lawson's on the defensive line, and they got, like Tui Tuipulotu, good 2-year man in there as well. So this might not be a running game. It's all right, though. Let's try to pick up this tough 3rd and 8. See who can get open here. Maybe it's Trey Tucker, or maybe it's just Bowers. It is Bowers. But he is going to be well short. Asante Samuel there in good coverage. Can't go for this. Yeah. We got to punt it. Fuck! We're backed up too far in our territory. So after a really good first offensive drive, we haven't been able to do diddly squat since. A.J. Cole going to punt it away, and that's not even really a good punt unless it takes a bounce. It's not. Chargers back to work now, looking to extend their lead. Herbert coming out. Eye for him now. We'll see if he keeps it on the ground. He is, and man, we're so close to Edwards. Xavier Howard comes in to lay a pretty big hit. But see, that's the difference between, I'm not going to say the AI in general, but kind of, like, their linemen hold blocks. My linemen, they let go of blocks, or they get blocks shed on them. That's why I'm never able to get to the outside, and you can't tell me that's not some type of game logic there. That time we're able to shut down Edwards. It was, I think, couldn't tell if that was Divine Diablo or Tyree Wilson, but either way, still first down for LA. Come on, guys. Isaiah Palamau, he's going to be blitzing off of the edge.
Thank you.
Here, a drop from Ladd McConkey. Wow, now there was a defender in the vicinity there, so possibly he, heard footsteps or something like that. But Ladd McConkey don't drop too many of those. I will say, he did drop that one. Let's go into Tampa 2 defense here. Still going to use her up on Max Crosby for now. Want to try to get some pressure, and if that would have been a play fake, Herbert would have been drilled. Max Crosby would have just lit him up. Now it's 3rd and 6. Got to hold them to a field goal. Guess pass, shade inside here, and Tyree Wilson, I'm going to use him as a drop back cover guy. Never hurts to have an extra guy out there playing coverage. And okay, it's a screen pass. Come on, rally. We get to J.K. Dobbins. Thank you. Only limiting him to only a gain of 3. And surely that will bring out Cameron Dicker, the kicker. Unless they're aggressive. Okay, wow, they are going for this. Interesting. I guess they figure that they're kind of in, like, no man's land. I don't know about that, though. I don't know if I agree with this call. It's very aggressive. And did they get it? They did. Just barely got it. That was a super aggressive call. So shout out to Jim Harbaugh. They were in field goal range, too. Maybe this rain has something to do with it. Not sure. But regardless, they pick it up, and that is very unfortunate for us. So got to buckle in here, play some good defense. It's going to be a play action. Leaking out there is Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He catches it, getting the ball all the way down to the 12. And this LA Chargers team is marching. We haven't got an interception in I don't even know how long. We have 4 on the whole season, okay?
Oh, hell no!
That is not going to get it done. 4 interceptions. Maybe I should draft only corners and only safeties. Like, that's the thing that we can just never get going. That was thought we had a chance there maybe with Nate Hobbs. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Ladd McConkey catches it, and I think that I am just going to send the house here. This is definitely aggressive, I know, because Herbert's going to have receivers on both sides open, and he got to Hayden Hurst, but it's not a touchdown, but a first down. I mean, I almost would have just assumed he got in. Now we got 3 chances to blitz the hell out of Herbert and hope that it works. You know what? I'm guessing run up the middle. I don't even care. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. It is. That was a great time. Great time to do that. Divine Diablo gets the stop on Gus Edwards. I mean, had to do something there right now. Probably won't guess run up the middle here. Although they are coming out single back formation. You know what? I think I am. I'm going to guess run up the middle. Could be, yeah, okay, that time it backfired. How the heck did he catch that? How did Ladd McConkey catch that? Our DBs suck. I mean, that wasn't even an easy throw. Like, that was not, and even though I guessed run up the middle, the one guy that kept coverage here was Marcus Epps. And I have no idea how he got burned. He didn't even get burned, really. I mean, look at that, man. Look at that. How is that not anything? And how is it a touchdown? Got to produce some points here. Chargers do get the ball after halftime. So, yeah, we definitely got to produce some points. And I'm just going to throw it away because I did not see anything good coming out of that play. It would have been a pick or, worst case scenario, a bat down. And I figured just live to fight another down. We're going to go back to this. This is the same play action that we threw the pick with earlier. So, hold your breath. I don't know what to expect here. But might be able to hit Brock Bowers if we look at him. That's what I wanted to happen last time. Thank you. Of course it didn't. The complete opposite of that happened last time. But nice pickup by Brock Bowers. Let's see if we can't get ourselves back into this game. Ball is on the 42-yard line here, getting very close to midfield. And we got some crossing routes on the field here. That's going to be Trey Tucker, but the pass is well over his head. So an inaccurate ball by Minshew, which we're not going to be saying that next year because Minshew will not be here.
What?
I mean, he'll be here. He'll be our backup. But I bet you, I'm not going to say Kevin Saunders is generational. I bet you he is just a draft home run. It could be a terrible pick. And oh my God, Minshew. Oh yeah, baby. Get Kevin Saunders in here. I mean, Derwin James gets the pick. Brock Bowers was so open on that play. And Minshew just wildly missed him. Check this out. Look, So, okay, Brock Bowers, he runs this route in his sleep, right? And look where the ball is. Look where the ball is. Derwin James was the receiver. About a minute to go here. It is 2nd and 9. And can I please just get Max Crosby off the edge? It never... Oh, come on, get there. Yes, thank you. Sack on Herbert. And who was that? I couldn't see. It was Malcolm Kuntz. I think, I know his contract was up too. Did we extend Malcolm Kuntz? Probably not if I'm having to sit here and think about it. But after a play like that, hey, we might have to. And that is going to give us possibly a chance to get the ball back. And you know what? We'll go ahead and call a timeout here because they're going to kick a field goal. It's going to be a very long one at that. And we know how we've gotten some deep bombs to work, before the before second half, before halftime. And Davante Adams is one of the best receivers in the league. So I'm definitely going to take my shots at least. Maybe Bradley Roby can block this. He's not going to be able to. And that was a nice kick. Wow. All right, so Chargers go up 17-7. Let's see if we can throw up a couple prayers and at least get ourselves down into field goal range to match them. I am going to send Jacoby Myers. Brock Bowers or somebody there should get open. That's got to be Myers. Come on. Hang on to that football. Thank you. That was a great catch there. Jacoby Myers having a pretty good game. We've called his name a couple times, and that at least gets me invested in keeping this drive going. If that would have been an incomplete pass, I probably just would have been content to get to halftime. But that does put us, a little bit further down the field. And now we do got that press with Davante Adams. So we'll have to see. Man, maybe I should have Brock Bowers block. I think I should because Khalil Mack or Joey Bosa is right there. But we're going to try Adams here. He may have a chance. Come on, get that ball up there. Oh, look at Adams. He does catch it. We got to call a timeout. I know it's our last one, but we should be able to get out of bounds. That was a heck of a throw and catch there. Adams just mossed the DB. Now we got 29 seconds. Got to be careful with this football. Definitely want to get out of bounds, so I feel good about calling a screen here. Just cannot take a sack, and I'm going to take a sack because R1, you got to be kidding me. We got to clock this ball. Come on, guys. We got to clock this ball. Wow. Gardner Minshew never does good with screen passes. I have no idea why. He never does good with screen passes. And, I mean, there's not really a whole lot we can do in this situation. 8 seconds. Now we're out of field goal range. We got to go for the deep bomb. And Trey Tucker, maybe he's the option. Or maybe it's just Adams again. I don't know. We'll have to see who gets open here. We're going to go to Adams. And we're almost sacked. Wonderful. Now we got one more shot before halftime. Yeah, just got to throw up a prayer here. This drive had promise, but ended up fizzling out. And I mean, Adams, he's going to have a chance. Come on, can you go up and moss a defender? You're not going to be able to. Okay, that was still a good attempt. Akello Witherspoon held his ground and stayed in good coverage. This game, though, is about to maybe get out of our reach. It all depends on what happens here because Chargers will get the ball after halftime. This is not the way I wanted to end our season, but we still got a little bit of time to go. But gotta rally together, gotta play some defense, and most importantly, Gardner Minshew has to be accurate with the football.
What?
Let's see if Coach Smallz rallied this defense at halftime. I'm guessing he didn't. We haven't really rallied the defense at all this season, and it is going to take some type of defensive rally to change the flow of this game. Right now, it is not working in our favor. We're going to use her up on Divine Diablo and see where Herbert goes with the ball, and it is Divine. So his great season continues, had a great angle of pursuit there, and was able to limit the running back to only a gain of 1. I'm going to be aggressive and send some pressure here. I'll probably have somebody drop out in coverage. Maybe it's just, we're just going to rush Herbert naturally. Come on, please get to him. Please.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Get to him. I got nothing to say to that. I mean, we're this close. And we can't get him. It is 3rd and 2, but I mean, come on, man. We're sending heavy pressure here. Is it the right move? I sure hope so, man. We got to have something go our way, please. Oh, Divine Diablo almost got there. And it's going to be Joshua Palmer breaking a monster gain because Herbert just, no matter what we send at him, he's getting the ball out. making all the right reads. And I mean, again, like, watch the film, watch the tape here. Look, Divine Diablo, we've had about 5 players come within mere shades of sacking Herbert. Every single time, he just freaking torches us, man. Are the Akron Summits going out sad this season? It kind of seems like they are. I mean, I don't know. Something could change. I don't have a reason to think that it would. I don't have a reason to think that it would. I mean, as I mentioned, when was the last week that we got an interception? Week 5? Week 6, maybe? I don't know. We have gotten definitely better with getting sacks. Always never had a problem getting TFLs, okay? We've never had a problem with that. But our secondary just has to show up and has to play. And it does not help that these Chargers receivers are literally got tape on their gloves, catching everything thrown their way. I guess silver lining is we'll be able to get a better draft pick and look for Saunders. Yeah, look at that, man. Threading the needle between 2 defenders. It is absolutely crazy. And that's DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Look at that. I mean, nobody puts their hands up. That's nothing new. That never happens. But it's about to be 24-7, and we might see Aiden O'Connell here in Week 18. Definitely not going to make the playoffs unless we have a complete 180 of a game. I don't think that we would have made them anyways. And at least, like I said, we will finish the season over 500. So you gotta take the good with the bad. And I believe the first time we played the LA Chargers, it was pretty ugly as well. So this may just be a tough matchup for us. Got to go down here and at least try to make this scoreboard a little bit more respectable. You know what? I came out run, but I am going to audible this. Can I audible it into anything that's not play action? No, we're going to actually keep it as a run. I'd had the outside run. I don't really want that. It's going to be Madison, and there's actually a pretty good run. Hey, gain of 9, that's probably our best run of the game. And is that a sign of things to come? Probably not, but a guy can dream. Let's see if we can keep it up. Madison in the backfield again now for the 2nd time, and he's going to plow ahead for a 1st down. So he's running with some purpose. I did switch the focus and made running it inside our focus coming out of halftime. I'll tell you what, I'm going to also streak Davante Adams here. And depending on what the safety does, maybe we'll have something, maybe not. What is that? Another terrible pass by Minshew. Gardner Minshew is definitely going out sad in this one. This is the 3rd or 4th leading passer in the NFL this season, by the way. You wouldn't be able to tell from this game, but he is. So he has done a lot of good things this year. It's just we're not seeing too many of them today, and that's going to be a sack there by Drake Jackson. Oh, man, when it rains, it pours. It is raining here in Rubber City Stadium. Yeah, this one is tough sledding for the boys. 3rd and 18, not a whole lot of plays in the good old playbook for this. Davante Adams, though, that DB does have some outside shades, so maybe it's a Davante Adams read. Oh, it is! Look at Adams coming up clutch. He's had a couple monster catches, and he is, I think, he's definitely top 5 in touchdowns this season for receivers. He may be getting up there for yards as well. Him and Brock Bowers have been some threats here on the field. It's just we haven't had too many more threats besides them, and you're not going to win a lot of ball games with only 2 real threats. Khalil Mack, oh God, we blocked Khalil Mack, but nobody could block Drake Jackson. He gets a nice TFL. Our atrocious running game is still continuing. I do like this formation though. Adams and Tucker over there. Oh, Tucker, yeah, Trey Tucker, baby, fall forward. He got very close to the 1st down marker. And I knew just with the way that the defenders were lined up out there, I knew that was going to be conducive to a slant attack. Slant attack worked to perfection, and we are able to nearly pick up a 1st down. Now, this is going to be 4-down territory regardless, but I can't ID up the right guys. The mic, man, come on, there we go. Got to snap this ball. Alex Madison, do your thing, buddy. Pick up this 1st down. He does. Have not seen Kareem Hunt so far in this half. It's been all Alexander Madison, and he's kind of putting on a show. See if we can get something working with this PA crosser here. Coach did call it up. We called it earlier. It didn't work too well. Oh, but that time we got Myers, and he hangs on to a tough catch. And Derwin James was there. Never easy to hold on to the ball after a big-time Derwin James hit. But that time, Jacoby Myers thought he was going to actually get a little bit more. But, you know, Derwin James is just an excellent all-around cover guy and everything. Run stopper. Like, he's one of the best in the business. I'm going to put Trey Tucker on a streak, but might have Adams on this shallow. Nope, it's Tucker. Come on, baby. That was a dart. Thank you. Where was that all game? Where? I don't know. That was a great drive. That 3rd and 18. Once we picked that up, I just had a good old feeling that we were going to score. Nobody followed Trey Tucker. We led it the correct way. Still a massive hill to climb. Our defense has to show up, which they haven't really so far. But if they do, big if, we still got a chance to come back in this one. This is the problem right here, though. Justin Herbert is locked in, finding his receivers, escaping pressure on near sacks, and just being pinpoint accurate. Like, Justin Herbert is good. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, I would say. Definitely top 10, probably even, top 7-ish, depending on who you ask. So he is a great player. But he's just, there's nothing we can do to stop him in this one. Divine Diablo, it's going to be a run to Gus Edwards. He's breaking every tackle known to man and picking up 7. He's now at 10 for 51. Man, oh man, I sure do want to guess run up the middle. I guess it's a good thing we didn't because it was an outside run. And Gus Edwards again picking up a first down. So he is running good here in the second half. And that should take us to the end of the third, unless Herbert decides to snap this, which he will not. So it's 24-14. There's a chance. Not a very good one. It is going to take some type of monster play from Nate Hobbs or Jack Jones or Trayvon Merrick or Xavier Howard, who we made, that was like a great trade that I felt really good about. Someone needs to step up and make a play right now. And now is where Madden wants me to call hurry up on every play. Or not, I'm sorry, prevent. They want me to call prevent on every play. Not going to do it. Divine Diablo, come on. Somebody shoot a gap, please. Oh, my God. Thank God that was a little bit off the mark by Herbert. Or else that one could have been a house call. And now on 3rd and 4, we have to find a way to stop him. I don't know what that way is going to be. But someone needs to figure it out. Probably me. I probably need to figure it out. Maybe Tyree Wilson will figure it out. We're going to kind of drop him back in coverage here and just play extra. Oh, come on, Robert Spillane. Why do you get sucked into a block animation, man? I got to show this, dude. Robert Spillane had a really good angle on the ball. Where's he at? Number 41. He had a really good angle on the ball. And he just gets unless I'm seeing things, right? Okay, so handoff is made there. Gus Edwards or J.K. Dobbins is running. Spillane has a really good angle. And yeah, look at this, man. There is no need right there. Just keep running forward. And for some reason, he gets sucked into a little chip block. That right there would have been the 3rd down stop that we needed. There's no need to do that. And you can't tell me that's not an animation playing out. No, not going to get into it. It's not worth it. Nice first down by Herbert. Great job by J.K. Dobbins. And what a force this Chargers team is. They are definitely a tough team for us to match up against. And it's looking like it just might be that way today as well. Well, it already is that way today as well. We'll use her up on Spillane. Maybe the running back stays into block. He is not. There's a nice sack, and it's Max Crosby. That is awesome. Tyree Wilson was in there as well. He's having a seizure or something. Max Crosby, much better second half of the season for him than the first half. Herbert at 210 now, so not, a tremendous amount of yardage, but definitely has the touchdowns, 3 of them. And this is probably, look, do I just call run up the middle? No, I'm going to get burned. I know I'm going to get burned. No, I'm not. That was a nice stop there. Yes, Jack Jones and company were able to get Gus Edwards, and that will surely bring out Cameron Dicker. A field goal is a field goal, obviously. That's the most obvious statement in the world. It's not a no score. I would have loved to have no score, but if we score a touchdown here on our drive, we can keep chipping away at the lead. May have to go onside kick or something at some point, not sure yet. But let's duplicate that last offensive drive that we had, please. Coach is being aggressive here, saying 4 verticals. I'm actually going to go draw play. This is about the last run that I'm going to be able to make here. Not going to be able to run it too much more after this, but I'm just hoping that something can go our way in the running game, and it will not. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Loss of 3. 5 minutes to go, so good old father time is not on our side here. Davante Adams, we hit him on this play earlier, but this time we're just going to go to Jacoby Myers. And it is also overthrown by Minshew. That's not good right there, guys. That is not good indeed. And I mean, this is obvious 4-down territory here. Coach is saying screen pass. I think that's the right move. We're not going to pick it up. I mean, we could. But I just want to make it 4th and a lot more manageable. Cannot take a sack here on Madison. And why won't Asante Samuel get wrapped up into a block animation like Robert Spillane did? That's the big question. Don't know the answer. It's plagued mankind for centuries. That's going to be 4th and 13. I'm going back to this PA crosser here. If we don't pick this up, that's pretty much ball game. And yes, I did call this play. The only way to combat this effery that's going on here is to call my own plays. And wow. Jacoby Myers, oh, look at that, turning up field. All right, so a sliver of hope still remains. We got to move quick, though. No, I'm not calling a running play. That is not happening at all. Double slant spot, that seems like it might work. Going to send Brock Bowers right up the center of the field here and look for one of these curls to play out here. It is Jacoby Myers, and a great diving attempt there. That was Foster Moreau, veteran out of UCLA, making a heck of a play. And it's looking like we're going to have to do the old score onside kick routine, because that's about the only thing that's going to... I'm not going to call my timeouts yet, you know. It's too early. I guess I could start calling them, but I'm not going to call them yet. But yeah, I mean, we're almost down to 2 minutes here, so got to quit messing around, and we're going to put Davante Adams on a drag. Probably looking at Brock Bowers here, or maybe just Alec or Kareem Hunt. He turns upfield. Still not going to call a timeout yet. We got all 3. All right, guys, who wants to come up clutch, and who wants to make a TD reception? Is it Trey Tucker? It's not Trey Tucker. We got to hurry up to the line, too. Yeah, this is not good for us, man. We got all 3 timeouts, but we are just taking so much time off of this clock. What was that? Oh my God, what's going on here? Dude. What? Yeah, so, that was strange. Not gonna lie to you, that was strange. 3rd and 5, trusty little mesh spot here. Will this work? It's not going to work on that play. And it's 4th and 5. This is, I mean, we could kick a field goal here. We're going to have to stop them anyways. But no, we need the touchdown. Might as well try to pick it up now. Maybe Brock Bowers can get this, possibly Michael Mayer. I'm probably looking at one of the tight ends here. Let's just see which one of them can get open. Bowers catches it. Clutch. And he did, in fact, break his rookie record set in real life in this franchise. So good for Brock. We got all 3 timeouts, so we don't have to kick an onside kick. I mean, the defense is going to have to make a stop, which, I mean, that's like the most uncommon thing that happens to this team. Like, we don't make stops. Not typically. But we are going to have to make a stop here. We got all 3 timeouts. Maybe the fact that they're going to be run heavy, run committed, maybe that will play into our hand. Although I could see Herbert just lining up shotgun and throwing darts. Like AI does that all the time, you know. We'll see how it goes. But these next 3 plays, this is the ball game right here. Definitely got to run commit up the middle. I mean, if they pass it, good for them. Like, if they pass it, they deserve to score. And it is going to be Gus Edwards. Nice. Okay, nice stop. Lost to 2. Now, this is where I could definitely see the Chargers passing it, so I'm not going to run commit here. We'll see what the formation they come out in. They're coming out gun, but only one wide receiver. So, I mean, it'll probably still be a running play, but you never know. I'm going to have Isaiah Palomau just kind of sit out here, and it is going to be a run. We're not going to be able to get to Gus Edwards. We do. Still third down, so we do got a shot. It's a very slim shot, but if they pick up a first down here, fans might as well start filing out to the parking lot. I mean, I got to run commit, man. I got to run commit. I know that's crazy, but we got to do it, and it pays off. 4th and 3. We got ourselves a chance. And a touchdown by us would actually win this ball game, if you can believe that. Now, we're not going to have any timeouts to work with, under a minute to go. So got to be some shots downfield, getting out of bounds, stuff like that. But we do got a shot. I didn't think that we would. No one's going to block for Amir Abdullah, huh? All right. We got about 76 yards to go to win this ball game. We just go a little temperature check here with Davante Adams, because he does have a couple mosses in this one already. So we are going to get single coverage for Adams. Can he come down with it? No PI? Ref? No PI? Kind of looked like PI to me. Let's go ahead and motion Davante Adams over to this side here, and he might have single coverage now on that side, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Come on, Adams. Need you to catch it. He does catch it. Could not get out of bounds, though, so we got to clock it. Come on, guys. Run up and clock the ball. Davante Adams is a magician, coming down with huge clutch catches. And, I mean, we got to go TE attack, right? And I'm thinking this could actually be Brock Bowers, because he should be able to catch this and get out of bounds as well. Although Davante Adams does have his X Factor activated. So maybe that'll help him to climb the ladder and make a catch. Come on, Adams. Catch it. Oh, so close. I'll tell you what, we are getting close though, guys. And we got 19 seconds to try to find a way to get this thing in. I mean, I see no reason why it shouldn't just be Adams again. We're going to put Brock Bowers on a drag. Maybe he can catch it and get out of bounds. But, I mean, we just... Oh, almost got sacked there. Yeah. This is the ball game right here. Can I roll out to hit Bowers, though? Will they even allow me to roll out to hit Bowers? Nope. They're sending pressure. That's game. Oh, Bowers catches it. No! Get out of bounds! No! I got greedy. Oh, I got greedy and tried to turn upfield. I should have just went out of bounds. I got greedy. Well, that game turned out to be much more thrilling than I thought it was going to be in the first half. That's for sure. Oh, can I show a replay on that last? I probably can't now, can I? Probably can't go to replay. I want to show that again, man. Yeah, I can't. Oh, dude, Brock Bowers made a heck of a catch. And Minshew does finish with 333 yards. But if I would have went out of bounds, I would have had time for one or two more plays. That's tough. All right, so, Gardner Minshew, 2 interceptions. You don't want that, but he did finish with 3 touchdowns. In that first half, he was looking abysmal. But this right here is why we lost the game and why we lose most of our games. Justin Herbert at 88% completion, only missed 3 passes, 210 yards, not that much, but when you allow a quarterback to be pinpoint accurate like that, you're going to lose ball games. And where is our rushing attack? It is just, maybe it's in free agency. Maybe it's in the draft. I don't think it's right here. This is atrocious, man. But Davante Adams has a good game, so that's good to see. 5 catches, 124 yards, a touchdown. He did his best to will us to win that ball game. Jacoby Myers had a good game as well. And Brock Bowers, I don't want to talk about it. It's too soon. Could have won the game for us. 6 for 67 and a touchdown. But good game. Trey Tucker had a touchdown in there as well. 4 for 36. And Kareem Hunt caught 2 passes for 17. But the defense, this is why we're losing football games. So we had 2 TFLs for Tyree Wilson, 1 for Butler. Lots of TFLs. 1 for Malcolm Kuntz, one for Jack Jones, one for Alexander Johnson, Max Crosby, I mean, just TFLs for days, right? So that's awesome. Sacks, we're getting a little bit better. Tyree Wilson had one, and then Kuntz and Crosby combined for a half each, but 0 interceptions. Derwin James had one, Khalil Mack had one, but 0 interceptions for the Summits. We have got to get that problem figured out in the offseason. Can't stand losing to a rival like that. I know. Ryan Clark said on his podcast that Alexander was outplayed by Gus Edwards. Do we really need Ryan Clark to tell us that? I mean, that was pretty obvious. And Coach Smallz, the man of few words, never really has too much to say. One thing I do want to check, can we try to, and I guess the better question is, do we even want to bring back Kareem Hunt? I mean, I feel like we do, because we got to have a running back. He turned down our last offer, but we did try to make it extremely team friendly. So we should be able to get him in here on a 3-year, $11.7 million deal, but a better bonus. Okay, so Kareem playing hardball. Kareem, you don't have that many bargaining chips, my friend, because we saw the performance that you just put on in this last game. So you might want to just go ahead and take that offer. We'll go ahead and advance to the wild card week. Of course, we know we're not in it, but want to at least see who is in the playoffs and, who made what seeding and what have you, even though we know we're done. So over on the AFC, we got the Buffalo Bills as the number 1 seed, Bengals at 2, Chargers at 3, Texans at 4, and then we got the Colts at 5, Dolphins at 6, and the Chiefs actually did end up sneaking in, passing the Pittsburgh Steelers. So even a win from us today would not have got us in the playoffs, but still, we had to have something to strive for, to get the boys motivated. Over on the NFC, we got the 49ers as the number 1 seed, Cowboys at 2, Vikings at 3, Bucks at 4, Eagles at 5, Packers at 6, and Saints at 7. So it's going to be an interesting offseason. I'm going to do that next episode. We're going to start from this point right here, sim the playoffs, do all the yearly awards, stuff like that, and then get into the free agency. We only got $27.6 million in salary cap. I don't know if that's correct, because I think it's still counting like what I'm trying to offer Kareem Hunt, which we haven't truly signed him yet. It's somewhere in that neighborhood. I believe it's over 30 million. But yeah, might have to restructure a few contracts if there's a big time free agent that we see sitting out there waiting to make a difference. So that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.